This Florida team, the 5th best offensive rebounding team in the country, and it's one of the big things you've got to do to win is you got to keep them off the glass.
And locked in is 7'1". Right now he's watching Overton, who's at a screen. Hawkins gets it out. McMillian will drive and snaking his way for 2.
Well, he worked the boards.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like this first one over here, you got to hit them because they have the size advantage. So
it's really going to be a telling factor.
Houck will take it, toggling his way inside. Knocked away with great defense.
Puerto Rico.
He's got a couple blocks. McMillian free to fire.
Wow, they have missed. He's going to get it. Absolutely. And that's a point right there for each Federico.
McMillian.
That's Walter Clayton. Today, Walter Clayton again.
Chinulu back in for the Gators. Here we go. Hawkins. McMillian snaking inside for 2.
They have no timeouts.
Off the miss. Here comes Texas Tech, a chance to regain the lead. McMillian, a drive.
Basketball right over the top of the white square. Soft touch, beautiful finishing, a beautiful jumper. You might want to look inside.
Jihad goes inside, lost his balance. Loose ball, chased down by McMillian.
And that's one of those times where if you're Jihad, yeah, you like to get to the rim and put your head down, but you might want to look inside right there to take advantage of the mismatch.
Just like Chance McMillian did. Shutting down the runway with 2.
So good. Coming off the curl screen, the pace that he plays with when he's getting downhill, the small hesitations free him up and allow him to be able to get all the way to the cup.
Here's McMillian for 2 inside the 3-point.
Tough to recover from those losses, and this season has shown how hard it is.
But his team's playing hard, and that's one thing everyone can appreciate.
Chance McMillian.
Yeah, you can see Malone. He just throws that shoulder and left side right into McMillian. They're going to call that one every time.
Oh, Chance the rapper. And
down that on that left block, and he gained that advantage and kept taking it to the rack.
Ruffin too strong off the mark. McMillian again drains another.
Both of them, as a matter of fact, took his time on the block, surveyed the defense, went to that little left shoulder turn, right hand jump hook, and he used the glass. Thing of beauty. That's like the way Tim Duncan used to do it.
Chance McMillian brings it down to.
And Texas Tech comes back with 2 field goals and push it back up to 7 points.
R.J. Smith over the basket, and here comes Kevin Overton out of the pack. Oh, Hawkins flips it behind his back. Williams, and it's McMillian.
He's in, or every time you play, you just got to beat him that one time on that one afternoon or that one evening, and magical things can happen to your season.
Chance McMillian, as we just saw R.J. Smith foul out, and that
recently, and again double doubles in 5 of the last 6 games for JT Toppin, and it. Texas Tech team that's 21-7 overall, 12-5 in the Big 12. Right now sitting in 3rd as a 3 in the strong. Dickinson has it stripped by Chance McMillian. Racing up the floor, Texas Tech. McMillian to the bucket, flips it up and in. There is Toppin with 21 points today. Chance McMillian. And he uses the window with McMillian.
They doubled him last game, and they went post to post. So they came off the baseline to do it. It was not very aggressive. They'd have to be tremendously aggressive with hands tonight.
Chance McMillian, usually the outside 3 straight NCAA tournaments for the first time in program history. You're still in the conversation, Coach.
No question about it. Jamie's outstanding. He got a few of those 500 against me at Marquette, and as a coach, you like that. As long as they put the work in, and everything I've seen is that he does put the work in.
That's what Jamie Dixon says. He wants to get better. He takes coaching.
Yeah, he's going to be a really good player. This team, #1 key for Jamie is going to be retention, because this team has got a real chance.
Chance McMillian from Dallas.
Baseline.
You know, Kansas always had multiple bigs, so we threw Azubuike every look we could. We were a big double team. We had big Kevin Samuel, who was down.
Back at his alma mater. Freshman got the split at the line. Anderson still scoreless. McMillian lost the offensive rebound.
That's the thing about Jamie. 502 is the same as number 2 or 102. Every game matters.
Here's a let to the paint. A turnaround. And Williams with the rebound. Hawkins to Williams. Skip pass. McMillian for 3.
Too easy.
As always, he got it. Desmond Bain approves. McMillian for 3. Tech still alive.
Trouble. Step back from Dean. And the rebound, Texas Tech. And there's some Kevin Bacon to this game. You've got Grant McCaslin on the Texas Tech sideline. He coached Usman at UNT. And 3 from McMillian. Next dead ball sends us to immediate timeout. McMillian open for a 3, and he cans it.
Left. Texas Tech trails by 2. McMillian thought about it for a moment, goes into another gear, takes the hit. Hawkins getting into the paint. Hawkins spinning up, can't get it. McMillian the rebound. McMillian, putback is good. Point.
So much of what Texas Tech doesn't want to allow is the ball to get to the center portion of the floor. They continue to try to attack that aggressively on those side on-ball screens.
9-0 run. And Caleb Love is just pounding McMillian, who somehow found a way.
Aka and Vasar together.
Hawkins had his shot blocked. Loose ball. Texas Tech had it ripped away, and then it was stolen right back. McMillian, 3. Good.
Now you give him an... Bradley stumbled there a little bit.
McMillian drives. McMillian, that's his best move of the night.
You know, such a good...
I don't like when he tries to ISO from the three-point line. We saw Texas Tech be able to get a steal on him early.
McMillian, that's his office, and he cashes. Celestine, a 3-point marksman, off the mark that time. You got 3-point snipers all over the floor in this one, kid. That's one of them. This time, it's with 2 feet.
We hope that he's okay. We hope that he's coming back. No doubt in my mind, he's a tough young man. I think we'll see him again, hopefully.
McMillian bullies his way to the basket for the bump. 6-point lead. Looking to make it 9. In and out. Williams chases it down. McMillian, top of the key for 3. Team now trying to check Chance McMillian. Federico, offensive rebound. Here's McMillian from the wing. Josh Ojanwuna with 8 points. Baylor is 13-2. And there's McMillian again. No dice for O'Meara that time. And Toppin chases it down. McMillian, can he do it again? And he Steph Curry'd that one. Here's McMillian. His first shot is true.
They're going to be able to stop on a dime. Rise up over the top of the defender. So good, so elite.
And an answer from one of the best 3-point shooters in the country, Chance McMillian with 8 already. And now give him 10 and a chance for a...
Hey, what we're seeing Jawan Roberts do, this is high-level stuff right here.
Just dragging himself up and down the floor. Counting down to 2 minutes to go. McMillian with the seam.
Most dangerous person on underneath out of bounds plays.
Here's Hawkins, gives it up to McMillian. One of the best three-point shooters in the country. Fires away.
Oh.
We have a title at stake against the Red Raiders, who are riding a 5-game win streak of their own and are undefeated at 4-0 on the road this year. And here we go. McMillian, he leads the Red Raiders with 17. Up and under, gets it to go.
That's such a... to attack their front court.
Nobody's sitting down inside the Fertitta Center. 1:20 to go in overtime. McMillian right at short for 2.
Job done, and just a freshman cuts it to 1.
He's got such a bright future, and I love how he attacks the rim.
The response! They did not have this chance this weekend in Orlando. They were down 13-0, 2.5 minutes into that game. Different story here tonight.
So they are 5-0 in games decided by 5 points or less this year.
And Texas Tech now. So on the floor, no shot. Toppin and Federico playing together. McMillian rips it.
If he gets by that first line of defense, he basically gets up against the linebackers. It's big trouble.
Walton's been hot from outside. Couple of deep makes. This guy's always hot. Case in point, Chance McMillian. Oklahoma State was able to get back in the game. Maybe saw that for a short while in the first half. Certainly not the case in the second half. Federico, offensive rebound. Because they got that wake-up call. It got close. Winslow gave TCU the lead, and it's been all Texas Tech since then. McMillian! Inside.
And Hawkins launching. Oh, way off. He's actually 1 for his last 13 from downtown after a nice hot stretch. Chance McMillian, much better from...
You either taking quick shots or you turn it over. Grant McCaslin obviously talked to you and I about that, because once they do get in the open floor with numbers, they're terrific.
McMillian drops it. Texas Tech 26th in the AP poll, technically, if it stretched that far. Overton off target. McMillian sticking with the play for the push.
Davis on top and inside, but a nice job of Oklahoma State rotating over defensively.
There's another 3 for... Back to Usman. Dean launches.
See right there, you know the ball twice to Usman. Dean and Keller have got to exchange to make that defense move.
Chance McMillian
to put Cincinnati up 16-12.
Texas Tech's defense has been a little leaky in the half court. That's why Grant called that quick timeout before. They've had some easy layup opportunities.
Cincinnati shooting 46% from the floor. First bucket for Dan Skillings Jr. Deep in the shot clock, 5 to shoot. Here's McMillian on the wing. Back-to-back threes for Texas.
James played an excellent first half.
4 for 5 from the floor for the son of NFL Hall of Famer Edgerrin James. Says chance.
Good defender, but he's a little frustrated. He hasn't rang the bell that often tonight offensively. He might have rushed that one a bit.
Ball movement by Texas Tech. Cincinnati keeps pace defensively. Pick and roll, top it. Swiped by Thomas. 10 to shoot. McMillian knocks down the 3.
Doing a good job all night long on first shot defense. That time Williams got caught underneath the backboard and just forced it on to the outside for the turnover.
McMillian a deep 3. Drains it. Trailed by Anderson. Bandego puts it on the floor with the left. Too strong. Hawkins, pick and roll, back to Toppin. Knocked away, got it back. Williams baseline for to shoot. McMillan's there to finish it.
They're looking to blast through any ball screens defensively. They want you to feel them at both ends of the floor. Getting inside is McMillan. Going to work.
Mentioned Arizona winning 7 straight. That's the 3rd longest streak in the Big 12. Iowa State's won 12 in a row. Three-pointer.
Help and prepare Arizona once they get to March.
Made it to the Sweet 16 last year. Inside a minute to go here in the first half. Wide open corner 3. It's there. McMillan knocks it.
Completion percentage. 41 touchdowns to 7 interceptions and 3 Super Bowls.
Good job by Hawkins.
Move and restart after losing everything. It's been heartbreaking to see the devastation across the Southland.
And you can donate at redcross.org/ESPN. Lead is down to 1.
For Texas Tech. Texas Tech's almost been too deliberate here in the second half. And they're getting caught working in that final third of the shot clock. Not a lot of options, not a lot of time to create something.
To your point, again, the timer inside 5. That's a goaltend. Count the basket for McMillan.
Shot up. Really nicely done. A lot of poise for this young guy. Gilbert got swallowed up by the Tech defense. First 3 of the game for the best 3. Lipsy in the corner. Threw it away. It's kept in bounds. Here come the Red Raiders. McMillan off the window. To your point, good strategy. Williams off the mark. Offensive putback by Chance. Well coached. Well coached. And Jacobson over there. No question. 3rd team All-Missouri Valley last year. Again, it's like an NBA playoff team. They picked up great free agents to go along with the veterans. Tech up 2. Under 6 minutes to go. McMillan showed 3. Goes into the paint instead with the left hand. They're looking for him. Gives it up to Jefferson. Left hand, no. And no whistle. Numbers. What a pass! What a finish! Gilbert. A rare miss from the free throw line. So it's 4-2 early. Texas Tech with the lead, looking for their first top 25 win of the year against these number 3 Cyclones. Toppin guarded by number 1 in gold, Deshaun Jackson. Here's Walton. Now McMillan, the best 3-point shooter in the nation, but he gets his first points at the bucket today.
Traore back on the floor for BYU. Demon out to Mag for the 3. McMillan to the cup. Open look for Mag. K to the offensive rebound. That doesn't drop. A chance to tie or take the lead. How about the lead? McMillan gives it. Now 26 years old, and he's been married for 4+ years. Man, talk about maturity.
Maturity, got a mortgage, a wife, kids. He's out here hooping for real.
Oh, Chance McMillan.
There's the trap.
From Mag, swing it to McMillan. The extra to Overton. Oh, McMillan soars in for the putback.
And then playing out of that double team. BYU staying in this zone.
Now a single backside and a seat here in Provo. Williams passed it up to McMillan for the bucket.
Controls left wing. Drops it off for Lovren, who finds a double team before he gets it to Dawes, who has it stripped. Hawkins into the forecourt, cross half court. Drops it off for Overton. Red Raiders reset as Federico, the heady senior, gets it to Overton. The freshman from Atlanta, Christian Anderson. Got a mismatch here. 5 on the shot clock. We'll find out what Chance McMillian can do. Elevates off the window. Beautiful possession for the...
Even as a Gabe Matson long term for them, because in this league you have to have great point guard play and toughness there. Pete, you've been doing a bunch of these games. You see McMillian knock that down right there.
You hear the reception from the crowd. Williams falling away. Scooting in for the offensive board is McMillian, and he's rewarded with the 3-try from the corner and drills it in front of the...
Places like Arizona, and Cincinnati, who, by the way, got beat today at home. Arizona, a huge win there, and Cincinnati against the Bearcats. But yeah, it's a tremendous league.
Head and shoulder fake. You get the guy up off the feet. You take one dribble to your strong hand. Pull up at the free throw line. Sellers as a player.
You love the hair. Are you jealous?
I'm jealous. Oh, big time jealousy.
McMillian, there it is. His CF by 18 at the midway mark of the second half.
Didn't see that coming. Man, we watched both this team. We said Texas Tech in practice yesterday. They look intense and ready to perform, but they are just not getting it done. They cannot stop the Knights.
Tech was a huge favorite coming in, and McMillian rolls to the basket, counted in the foul. Johnson deflected and stolen by Williams. Hawkins back to McMillian. Texas Tech.
He's disappointed in himself because he knows he's got to finish those.
Well, UCF was signaling like they wanted a review. Doesn't come. McMillian drills the triple.
You're averaging about 10 threes a game. Need to do that. Knock those down. And then, again, I'll add one. Your guards need to rebound. You need to be a part of the fight on the interior, missing your 2 big guys.
Chance McMillian's 3. Door to McMillian. Left it for Ewa. Here's Overton for a 3. In and out, no good. But McMillian, the offensive board, right back up.
Get a shot up, go get it, things like that. But little volleyball match right there, won by the Red Raiders.
6'9" Hamilton and 6'10" Holyfield on the floor for Lamar. Red Raiders' tallest player, Darion Williams, at about 6'6". Backdoor play to McMillian, and he scored.
The old Grinch stole Christmas, right?
Stole his jump hook shot there, and the Red Raiders come away with it. Hawkins trying to navigate down the floor, left it for McMillian, and he got it. On the inbound, hits the 3-pointer.
And he leads, you won't see this much when you're looking at a team's stat sheet. He leads the team in 3-point shooting and block shots. Very, very unique.
Don't see that very often.
Not at all, but it's a 6'10" 3-point shooter that gets in the way, and Chance McMillian.
Thought you were quoting Ferris Bueller's Day Off for a moment with the life comes at you fast.
It does, yes, it does.
Oh, here's Chance McMillian with the 3 and the break, and the Red Raiders have 11.
Obviously poured some in today, but EY, Emily Yalaho knocking down a 3. As far as field goal percentage, JT Toppin, it's very efficient. You kind of forget how good he was. He's missed the last 2 weeks or so.
On the season, taking on Oral Roberts at 3-7. Looking to shock the world tonight.
Watch the battle of the front court. ORU extremely thin. No Alajiki, the leading rebounder, second leading scorer. Watch the battle of the front court. We see ORU get into this zone. This is their game plan. Try to disrupt the offense and the flow of Texas Tech.
McMillian will disrupt the defense.
We ran this zone that ORU is running. Sam Patterson put it in. Grant McCaslin knows how to beat this zone. Get the ball to the middle and let Darion Williams decide where.
Miller from his hip. Skying for the rebound is Williams. Pumping it up court. Here is Overton. He hits the brakes. Left side. It's Williams again. Cross court pass. Anderson. Wow, look at this tic-tac-toe passing from the Red Raiders. Chance McMillian! Flush! Oh, ball, losing the basketball. McBride dives on the floor for it, and it gets away from him. Chance McMillian. Again.
It stands out to me in a sense because they have to take care of the ball better moving forward.
Hands up, Harry, knocked away. Anderson. McMillian! The wing.
Good dunk by Christian Gray.
Chance McMillian. Beautiful play drawn off out of the inbounds. Navarro buries the second free throw. Red Raiders with the basketball. Up 26. Shooting 56% on the evening. McMillian. Straight away three. Knocks it. Overton. Wow, the extra pass trying to get Walton going. Can't do it. Hawkins feeds Federico. Threads the needle. Wow, this Federico.
To his spots. He knows who he is, knows his game, will back you down, get to the mid-paint free throw line area, rise up over the top of you. Obaseki knows who he is.
Yalaho, 2 feet in the paint. Finds McMillian, who somehow gets it to go off the window. A&M with a 6-point lead over Texas Tech. That one off the mark. Some chance to make it a one-possession ball game. Now here's Elijah Hawkins running the show. Ten on the shot clock. McMillian loves the three ball. They were 5 for 15 from three, so the three-point line has really been the line of demarcation in this game and why Texas A&M has the 3-point lead.
But for Tech, in this half, Chance McMillian, Darion Williams have to step up and have to be aggressive.
Here's McMillian, right out of the gate with a trick.
I am not a country guy.
Here's Williams out of the timeout. Shooter's touch off the mark. What a tap back by
the gaps. You have to know that hands are coming.
Leads the Aggies in steals, and he had one there for a pick six. Now Williams, matchup nightmare. Out to McMillian for three.
I thought that Federico hit it out. I guess I was wrong. Three eyes saw some eyes I saw differently.
Texas Tech hasn't had a bucket in 3 minutes. Here's McMillian. Yes! A huge... Williams triggers the inbounds. A deep pass, beautifully drawn up play. McMillian nails the three.
Shot clock down to single digits. The lob, and Texas Tech comes away with it. Starting five for Texas Tech. You'll notice no JT Toppin in that starting lineup. Tweaked a knee, likely out for tonight's contest. Texas Tech's leading scorer and the top rebounder in the Big 12 is McMillian.
Step that they make. They're always in a good rhythm. They're never too crowded on one side of the floor. They've got great spacing. And as we said, if you take away the first option, they go to their second and third, which is very rare for a team that's so new.
McMillian pulls the trigger and he buries a three.
Move without the ball, and that's what DePaul is doing very, very effectively. They're not standing still. They're reading the defense and then finding open spots on the perimeter.
Myers 4 for 4 from the field. Nice runner in the lane from McMillian. A shot in over 3 minutes. Federico has it blocked. McMillian offensive rebound. Taps it in. That.
Well, Chris Holtman has a philosophy, and he's sticking to it. And his players believe in it, and it's a fun way to play. If you've got guys that can knock down shots, pass, unselfish play, and they've adjusted to Texas Tech shots. He waits for his opportunity, but you can see what a good one-on-one player he is. And those lefties they're tough to defend.
Overton on the handle. Texas Tech with a chance to get it back to double figures. McMillian, quick rise three is down. 5 to shoot. Williams puts it up. Tippin is there. McMillian. 3.5 minutes left. Texas Tech by 11. In no hurry. Double comes on Williams. McMillian gets the bounce.
Gotta be careful. Bucket at the other end, but no Devin Cambridge tonight for the Red Raiders for personal reasons.
Yeah, that last exchange looked like the rec league on a Sunday afternoon.
Chance McMillian.
Team coming into yesterday's game averaging 93.5 points per game. Struggled to find a three ball yesterday, but did find their rhythm offensively by attacking JT Toppin down low on the block.
Plus 24 in the paint. And they're only 20 from 3 to 5 for 20. Texas Tech should say. McMillian spots up. There's an early three for Chance McMillian. Out of high school, Baldwinsville in the Syracuse suburbs. Went to Notre Dame. Mike Bray retired and said it was a no-brainer from there. He met Adrian Autry at age 7 and said, head coach feels like a family member. Johnson yesterday did a tremendous job. Left that way short. Here's Hawkins, who can be a one-man break. Syracuse back to recover, except for McMillian.
Down to 3.
It's what you talked about yesterday, right? Not just going full speed all the time.
Sometimes you could take what the game gives you.
And it gives you another good look. McMillian, Maryland with a deep one. They're winning, and he hasn't shot it well. Just 8 for 33 from 3. So when he does shoot it, look out. Hawkins, maestro with the ball in his hands. McMillian passes up a 3 and floats in a 2. Dad Bill, his mom Kathy are alums. His son Will's on the team. It's taken a little bit of time, but he has got this program rolling now. Catch and shoot McMillian for 3.
Good hands by Hawkins.
Hawkins for McMillian. Conniving, Evan, please. 5 to shoot. Corner 3. No, close. Rare. Look up, look up. By Reynolds. Here's McMillian from Hawkins. Hawkins with the gonna get around Anderson. Brown, a little daylight, and couldn't finish. And then Brown chases for the ball. He's on the sideline. McMillian to the 10. On the bench, he hadn't shot the ball in a while. Nice drive by McMillian. He is fouled. He finished. Grant McCaslin's up. Billy Lang's up. Jay Williams is up. If you're at home, probably hard for you to stay on the couch. Toppin. McMillian.
Have run that play successfully.
And it's from the same spot.
Oh, somebody grabbed a net. That may be offensive goaltending on. Creeping back up in the field goal percentage overall at 48%. Not so good from outside the arc. McMillian's going to try it again, and he got that one.
In the good graces of my head coach.
Christian Moore for Arkansas Pine Bluff. He's got 8 in this ball game. Chance McMillian, another 3 on the way, and it's good. Hard to believe this building has been around that long.
And still in great shape. They've updated it, tweaked it, and modernized it where they've needed to.
Here's Chance McMillian. Got it. 3 points.
Coach Wicks kind of said it's like 90s basketball. You know, a couple of, we'd love to be able to stretch it out and maybe go smaller, but this is the hand we were dealt.
Well, how about Chance? Agman did. It was Nesbitt who reached in. 5 team fouls on the visiting Cowboys, 5 on the Red Raiders. Chance McMillian, open 3 from way outside. We got him to the Red Raiders a year ago from Grand Canyon. Dynamo lost it. Here's McMillian again. Lays it up. Well, Cambridge going to run down that miss. Red Raiders have an opportunity to extend a lead that is 21 points. Overton gives it back to Toppin. Chance McMillian in the corner with 3 on the shot clock.
Dirk would have been proud.
Helped that team to a championship in the Euro basket tournament. Scored 31 in the title game, so you know he's capable. Chance McMillian, long 3-pointer, nothing.
Yeah, Toppin has seen that move before.
Of himself on film.
That's exactly right. Hey, I know that.
Chance McMillian hits him. Red Raiders by 3.
Yeah, this soft press kind of allows Northwestern State to set their defense, and what a big time
run with it. Free throw line jumper a little bit short. Toppin couldn't control it, but Darion Williams ran it down in the corner, and now Chance, long range 3. He had gone to Coastal Carolina.
You know, and I'm told earlier we didn't give a good enough description of the meat pie.
Okay.
I mean, flaky crust,
gravy,
meat, gravy, and I mean just some toasted goodness right there, right? I mean, come on.
What else is there to say about it?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, but.
Turnaround jumper by McMillian in the lane, and it goes. Warren, the junior out of Tifton, Georgia. Teammate ahead for Northwestern State, wide open, but an air ball. Here comes Chance McMillian. It's 2-on-1.
In these non-conference home games, specifically, because you're trying to establish your rotation and you go deeper into your bench typically, but the Red Raiders missing a few pieces tonight. But Grant McCaslin may in fact have to go a bit deeper into the bench than this year is Ruzon, the up and under.
Made the nice move against JT Toppin. Open look for Chance McMillian of the Red Raiders. Well, Kerwin Walton coming up. Not there. Chance McMillian way up to bring that rebound down. Now he'll get a chance. Got it. 9-point advantage, or 11-point advantage rather, sorry. Darion Williams the rebound. Well, that's way out there, and it goes.
Tricky baseline fadeaway, and we had not heard from him until then.
Yeah, had just 2 points in that first half. Well, no one to pass it to. Chance Darion Williams.
Yeah, 17, 6, and 6. Pretty solid.
That is a really good start. Chance McMillian trying to catch up. He's got Ward again. I think he can still see well enough to go inside and score. But it is a long way back up to the Red Raiders in this one, 89-51.
Yeah, the Red Raiders may play this entire game rolling with just 7 guys.
Reggie Theus has used 11 of his players. Floater good.